Blacklist International, again, they might feel very comfortable knowing na yung playstyle ng Infinity Cage. Lalo sa pinakita nila kanina against series nila ng Bigatron Alpha, this might be a good match for them.
Yeah.
Feel good match, kumbaga.
Let's see. Game number 1 here into the draft. Blacklist ang mangunguna sa sagot ang Impunity. Let's see. Coach Bonchan versus Coach North King. Siya pa rin ba ang hari pagkatapos ng laban na ito? Selena taken out by Blacklist. Nanood si Bonchan.
Nanood ka rin.
Senpai, easy ka lang dyan. As well as the Jawhead. Habang sa Impunity naman, tinanggalan nila ng, tama ba to Midnight? Aldous agad.
Yes.
Tsaka Eve. Aldous agad?
Yes, ang gumagawa nito is EVOS SG, yung nagbaban ng Aldous first phase, and you have to give respects to Impunity KH. Ayaw nilang makalaro yung Aldous ng Blacklist International, a hero that usually pops out on the second phase, pero again, respeto. Kailangan mong bigyan ng respeto si Blacklist International. This team is the scariest team when it comes to playing the Aldous.
Yeah, but nakikita natin yan. Perfect record ng MPLPH Season 7 under the banner of Blacklist International, ang Aldous pick. So nakita na natin nila eh. Kumbaga, yung first game ng Blacklist International, hindi na nila ito tinatago. Just like what happened nung compared sa nangyari nung Game 7 natin ng MPL Philippines Season 7. Pero ito, parang binibigyan na rin ng pagkakataon o binibigyan na rin nila ng idea yung ibang teams na okay, hindi na sa amin to secret. So, you're also providing information sa kalaban na, sige, i-ban nyo tong Aldous kasi pag di nyo binan, there's a big possibility na kunin namin to. And also giving space sa mga hero pools pa ni Wise moving forward.
Impunity KH, they need to think about heroes like Barats at this point. Knowing na, of course, yung Benedetta hindi malalaro dito sa series na to. They have, both teams have good Benedetta players. Blacklist International, they've already set up with the Estes. Meron pa silang Rafaela, mind you. Ginawa na nila to before nung grand finals natin ng MPLPH, the Estes and Rafaela combo. Impunity KH opts to go with the YSS and Lunox. Lunox, I perfectly understand. It can be good against the upcoming Barats pick of Blacklist International. YSS, I feel like they're not respecting the hero pool of Wise. Kasi alam nila na, okay guys, Granger lang yan. Kumbaga, eto na naman tayo sa mindset na Granger lang lalaroin ng Blacklist. But time and time again, they proven that they can play the Ling, the Harley, diba? They can actually play a lot. And ayan na yung Rafaela, Harith. Harith, actually may talo na si Harith one game. Pero sa PH, perfect record.
Yep. Oheb ni Harith.
Yes,
Oheb ni Harith.
Yung Oheb ni Harith, ladies and gentlemen. So tapos na ang first half ng Blacklist. Anong sagot ng Impunity KH? Very interesting. Gusto ko lang balikan talaga yung YSS. Parang sabi nila, White Knight, sige, ikaw na bahala. Ayusin muna natin. Let's get a stable pick here and understand na vision is key. Kasi tinanggalan nila tayo ng Selena. So ito na lang muna. I wonder what this is. Maybe that's sidling Uranus.
Wow, really? They picked the Uranus into a Rafaela and Harith. Something that you don't really do because these two heroes, they just destroy your ability to join fights because of the presence of the Zaman Force. Kapag kinakit ka ng Zaman Force, kailangan mo gamitin yung ultimo para matakal yung slow. But then again, the Harith will just chase you down. And at the same time, the Rafaela will just provide the sustainability and the mobility to move away from the Uranus and the punish as well. Kasi parang ano yan eh, double-edged sword si Rafaela. Kapag tinatakbuhan mo siya, sobra aggressive niya. Kapag ikaw yung naghahabol, ang hirap niyang habulin kasi Rafaela siya eh.
Pati hindi sumasagot itong pick na Uranus sa side ng Blacklist International kung sakaling ipo-pull off pa rin naman nila yung 5-man group playstyle nila. Since tingin ko alam na rin naman ng Impunity KH, so since Estes and Rafaela, so it's all about Ube. Tingin ko magiging, laning phase, magiging okay siya. There's a big possibility for Impunity KH to lead the early game kung sakaling hindi mag-hyper-aggressive ang Blacklist International. But knowing Blacklist International, power spike level 4, they're already gonna go ahead and group up or rather go for pick-offs.
Yeah, and medyo delikado. Parang first phase pa lang, linabas mo na yung dead lane. Sa meta na to, it's not as effective, I gotta say. Like, in early MPL Season 7, maybe. First pick pa si Uranus. Pero ngayon, delikado niya.
Delikado.
Well, it's actually fine if you're intending to flex the Uranus.
But they didn't.
Problem is, you're already facing a Harith, so the golden matchup is not gonna exist. And dun na lumabas yung factor na, okay guys, explain yung Uranus. There's no other option for Blacklist International. Now, Impunity KH, they opted to ban out the Granger. It's a wise choice. No pun intended, it's a wise choice. You start removing the hero pool of Wise. Next problem that they need to face, the Pakito of Edward. Pakito Barats, those heroes. Along the lines of group up, just completely destroy the side of Impunity KH. Now the link is open for Blacklist International.
and hindi imposibleng mag-link to.
Yeah.
And again, INTERNATONAL, they're not gonna steal the link. There's no way. Wala na. They leave it open here. So, again, I'd like to think that they respect Wise. Pero mukhang na blindside sila.
Yeah, kasi pwedeng actually mas maganda nga na pinag-region na yung Blacklist. Kasi ang pwede mong gawin is you pick up the barracks now for Impunity KH, then Blacklist plays Granger Lapo. Then you get probably Kufra.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah. Actually, wala pang tank ang Impunity KH. Now we're gonna get it in the form of a tank show.
Okay. So talagang nilabas na agad ng Impunity KH yung mga side laners nila and also a possible tank. Pero ang Blacklist International sobrang flexible pa rin. At ito na nga, nilabas na nga nila ang
Ito yung
Pakito plus the Bruno ni Wise.
In the house. Goal!
Goal! Isisipin mo, tol hindi makakatakas yung mga kalaban dito. Again, with the movement speed plus the domain of the Moon God ni Estes. So, ang lakas ng pick-off capability ng Blacklist International. Especially this is a core Bruno, so we're expecting a lot of volley shots na talagang pumuputok. So, maganda rin yung counter na yun up against Uranus. Ang Uranus kasi maganda siya, yung healing niya, it's healing per second Pero up against a burst hero, and also adding na merong magic damage yung Blacklist International on the hands of Oheb, it will be a big risk. So, kailangan bumabad muna ni Uranus dito sa side ng Impunity KH before going on fights.
Very all-in ang solution dito. Interesting, no? Na parang Impunity KH sana yung nagdi-dictate kasi nga meron silang first 2 picks. Pero dahil dito sa naging last pick ng Blacklist, parang sila naman mag-iisip, okay, so paano natin sasagutin yung Bruno?
Yeah.
Now what? What now?
Ang posibleng pwedeng isagot dito ng Impunity KH kung bakit din Carmilla yung ginamit nila. Kasi yung shared damage na pwedeng ibigay, they can provide a lot of magical damage again with the chaos assaults. So, tingin ko yun yung magiging sagot nila para mahuli. Pero kung titimplahin ko yung magiging scenario, madaling makakaalis Maraming sustainability yung Blacklist International. Again, you're up against the Estes and Rafaela which provides a lot of sustainability for the main core hero. So, I'll go in favor of Blacklist International here, especially early.
Wala ka bias again.
Wala mga bias, guys. Draft lang.
If you switch this up, I will still favor the lineup that has the Bruno.
Yeah, as simple as just look at the level 4 of level 4s of Impunity KH. How do you defend against Harith and a Bruno alongside an Estes Rafaela against the Uranus? Kasi probably ang gagawin ng Blacklist dito is pagdating ni Wise ng level 4 or level 5, they go to the lane of Uranus, then they push down that lane. Or they go to the lane of Oheb para hindi umalis si Oheb ng kanyang lane. By the way, this is a gold lane show. Ang daling bugbugin yan, ang daling i-dive niyan sa tower, especially if you have a Rafaela and an Estes.
And yeah, because of this switch up, because of that last pick, Carmilla, mas lalong humirap yata yung buhay ng Impunity KH. It would have been more sound for me personally if you're gonna try to pick off the Bruno with a Cho all in. I don't doubt na kaya naman yata yon ni TY. But right now, nako, medyo pedal to the metal ang galawan ng Blacklist International. Game number 1, pasok na tayo. A relatively quiet first minute.
Yeah, I like what Essen did no, yung level 1 niya. Instead of investing onto the minion wave, kasi kaya naman ni Bruno tsaka ni Estes yan. Hindi naman sila nagmamadali clear yung lane. He just went straight towards the orange buff. Ginuro niya lang si White.
Early knockout!
I mean, that's Edward.
Nasurpresa, tol.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Napaputok, tol.
Happy New Year, everybody!
It's a classic matchup, Pakito versus Uranus. Naturally,
the Uranus does nothing right now.
What? Sorry?
The Uranus does nothing right
now. If you have 2 good players, if you give them Pakito Uranus, the Pakito will just be on an advantage. But problem is nalugi sa XP si Boom. So talaga na maximize ni Edward yung advantage siya at that point. And ito yung dito papasok yung tanong anong silbi ng Carmilla sa early game?
Exactly. Parang napasama pa nga yata si Boom nung bumisita si TY.
Yeah.
I think Boom could have just stayed under turret, tapos yun, inantay niya lang.
Siya yung legit TY.
Yeah, TY na lang. Just get out of here.
Sabi ni Edward TY.
Yeah, let me deal with this, right? So, naghahanap sa baba si Boom ng room, and in mid, si Senpai di naman makasagot. Sobrang, wala, mana lang puhunan ng dalawan to Si Eson tsaka si B. Yeah. Right now, wait lang. Si Edward, isa pa. TY, saan pupunta? Naghahanap na isa. Cyclone Eye, right through the wall. And there's an early turtle. White Knight, gonna go down. Nasipaan ng isa. There's a goal. YSS falls.
Wow, nakita mo yung sandwich play doon ng Blacklist International. After taking the turtle, nakakuha naman sila sa magandang pick-off. Again, the slow capability. Oh,
Venus
Venus!
still alive!
What?
1 HP and a dream. Sapat na para makapag-counter go ang Blacklist International. Humahabol sila dito. OP, Shunpo, way out. And, wow, biglang nagulat ha. Medyo,
Ganun lang kabilis.
ano yun?
Sabi ni Oh My Venus, wala silang damage like legit. Kulang guys, tara laban tayo. Kasi, well, I mean, he was almost bursted down. Well, that was a full combo from a Lunox and a Cho. And
Wow.
hindi enough para mapatay yung support na Estes.
And it came down to the tip. As in, isang basic na lang si V. And then nabuhay pa. Pero ngayon si Wise, papasok. A few hits right here. Eson gets hit by the way of the dragon. Napalayo pa nga sa masama. And a free kill goes over to Blacklist International.
Another goal pick-off sa side ng Blacklist International. Ito talaga yung laning nila eh. Pagkatapos ng aggression sa middle lane, aakit agad sila sa lane ni Oheb para makontrol or at least masira agad yung mga energy shields ng turret. But look at this. Boom!
Boom, 3 minutes. Magdo-double cut, triple cut. A little too dangerous.
Yeah, especially against the Hareth. Pero at least it forced out the recall from the Hareth para hindi siya makapag-farm basta-basta sa kanyang lane. And this will attract more attention for the side of Impunity KH. So in turn, makakapag-push naman yung Impunity sa may top lane. Si Oheb naman this time around yung maiipit.
And he's not in any shape to take this fight. Not just yet. Wait lang. Mon Delicado, Venus, right through the wall. Wave the dragon
Whoa.
on. Purify, under the Zaman Force. They're gonna lose the turret, pero at least walang namatay.
Yeah, safety. Nakikita rin kasi nila yung risk ng ano eh, sa side ng Impunity KH. Kapag nakapag-farm si Senpai, dun manggagaling yung main damage dealer ng Impunity KH when it comes to early to mid. So ang ginagawa ng Blacklist International ngayon is they're just really applying pressure through all the lanes ng Impunity KH para ma-take down nila agad. Magkaroon agad sila ng, ma-occupy agad nila yung territory rather ng Impunity KH para mas slow down yung power spike ni White Knight.
Ino-off nila yung timing ni Impunity
Yappy.
KH. They're basically forcing mid-game and late game to come in so much sooner. Wait lang, si Edward, makakaisang knockout pa ba? Hindi na. Pero tinan mo, si Venus nag-drop ng domain dito para mahirapan si White Knight. Still gonna get his purple, but only just so much. Up pa rin ng mga 1-5, 2k gold ang Blacklist. And bottom lane, wait lang, 2v1 dito sa mid. Oheb through the wall.
Oheb through the wall at nakikita talaga natin, mahirap hulihin ng mga members ng Blacklist International. At kung sakali makahuli ka, siguraduhin mo na wala si Oh My Venus at wala si Eson kasi ang bilis lang din ng pag-regen ng HP. So, again, capitalizing on their strengths, Blacklist International, ubos ka agad yung Tier 1 turret just at the nick of time na tumama tayo sa 5-minute mark. Wala ng energy shields. So, mas mabilis na lang makakuha ng turrets dito. Si Wise, again, the volley shot, ang bilis tumunaw ng turrets niyan. Especially kapag lahat ng mga Tier 1 turrets, kapag hindi siya nakokontrol. So, Blacklist International, they're currently on the lead right now, kundi lang sa points, but when it comes to territory and also when it comes to momentum.
Yep. Pretty good decision making here by Blacklist International. Binibigay na kay Oheb yung purple para makahabol siya kasi binugbog yung lane niya eh.
Yeah.
So this allows them to breathe a little more so that they all scale up at the same time. Again, Ube, ultimate bonding experience. Wait lang, Zaman Force dito, Senpai, papatulan ni Oheb. Oh! Nagpa-back out na, members ng Impunity KH. Get out of here, off camera, kill by Eson onto Boom! And right now, tuloy ang laban. TY goes down, Senpai, Order Brilliance. Kala ko mamamatay na siya. Opa, Opay, Opi. Goes out.
Ang dami ah. Tinawag mo lahat ah. Mula Korea hanggang Pilipinas.
Lahat eh. Medyo tumigil yata sa isang bansa pero
Teka, si Bates dumating.
nakaisa pa.
Joke lang. Off si Bates again.
Ang galing eh, close. I could have sworn, man. They were gonna go for it. They're gonna take this mid lane turret. And right now, Zaman Force committed. Apat de depensa dito. Si Boom off cam.
Wow.
I don't even know how Boom fell.
Gusto ko lang sabihin, yung OPA at saka OP pasok eh. Yung isa censored eh.
Hindi. Pinagsama ko lang. Kasi ang galing nung ginawa
Yung
niya.
isa, yung isa nasa CyberX eh.
Hindi. Yun yun na yan. Game na. Isa pa. Oh. OP.
Oh,
One more
oh,
kill.
oh,
Edward.
oh.
Combo kill. White Knight.
Ganda nung attempt ay, sinubukan pa niyang pahabulin yung shields para ma-survive niya yung turret hit from the, the turret, syempre turret hit nga. Pero yun nga, Impunity KH, actually nagiging maganda yung sagot ni Impunity KH. Instead of actually reacting to Blacklist International, ang ginagawa nila is they put 3 heroes on a lane para mapigilan yung push ni Blacklist International and they place the YSS alongside the Cho. Kasi ito yung hero na pwede nilang gamitin to attract attention away from Blacklist International. Yung Cho kasi hindi pa nila kaya yan at this point.
Oh.
TY, sa pupunta, Wise comes in with the dash. Senpai ang susunod. Senpai, Yamete,
Uy!
pero may comeback. White Knight takes down Wise, a shutdown. And just like that, masaya na ang Impunity KH. I think tama itong ginagawa nila. Parang kung may mag-overextend, kunin nyo. Pero si OP, papabagsakin ni Oheb. And I think may bagong threat si Oheb na yata.
Yeah.
Ang dapat bantayan ng Impunity.
Yep, nakikita natin yan before, since ng MPLPH, kapag nasa-shutdown, kapag medyo bumabagal yung transition ni Wise, laging si Oheb yung nag-step up. Nakikita natin siya mga plays. So, tingin ko, napakaganda rin talaga ng double support strategy ng Blacklist International because you have the option to give each core heroes a support na pwedeng umalalay kapag meron tutumbang isa. So nakikita natin dito sa movement ng Blacklist International, talagang na-occupy na nila. Sila mismo yung gumagawa ng mga plays at nagre-react yung Impunity KH. Which is kayo dapat yung gumagawa ng plays if you're up against Blacklist
And I
International.
think they're gonna make this work. Right here, mayroon silang attempt.
Lambot.
Lima to,
Oh, wow!
papasok. Nice catch by Obi onto Wise. Taking him down. Oh, may Venus na raw susunod. Oh no, it's a disaster! Ison! Uncle Ison, 1 HP left. Naghahanap dito ng combo. Oheb, Zaman Force. Pero
Oh my
wipe out!
goodness!
Hindi rin enough yung damage yung deity penalization, but tingin ko narinig yata tayo ng Impunity KH. Sila ang gumagawa ng play ngayon and they're able to choke out or they're able to corner Blacklist International on that small space na talagang lahat ng Ionic Edge dito ni Boom sapul sa lahat ng
Lahat sila
members.
may marks.
Lahat
Yeah.
sila may marks and Blacklist International had a very difficult time disengaging kasi nahuli agad yung mga supports ng Blacklist.
Yeah, and dito na nagme-make sense yung Carmilla pick, no? Kasi again, ang hiling magdikit-dikit ni Blacklist International. So that's the idea of Impurity KH. Pwede nating labanan ng 5v5 kasi yung spill damage, mahahati yan along the players of Blacklist International. Pero that fight was actually, it became good because OP was able to find a TikTok play onto Wise.
TikTok play. Wave the Dragon, the perfect target. Ngayon, turtle secured here by Wise. They take down TY. Easy pick-off. Now, flicker in by Edward. Si Boom ang kanilang target. That's going to be the wards put in, but it's not enough. Oheb slays Uranus.
Ayun na, sabi nila, okay, wala na yung TikTok guys. Cooldown yan, 120 seconds, let's go.
Pero, si OP,
Si OP talaga may ito talaga
pangarap.
si
May
hardest
pangarap.
working man in Cambodia. Ang daming hardest working man. Lahat na lang ng bansa may ganitong player.
walang sinasanto. Hero, turret, lahat.
Sino to, Senpai?
Senpai.
Ay,
Pero makita mo yan, bilis talagang bumasag ng Blacklist International. Bawat pick-off, merong agad sagot na turret, na another objective. Kaya napapwersa rin yung Impunity KH na na lumabas sa base nila eh. Kaya ang ginagawang trabaho na nandito ni Obi, tamang trabaho lang, tamang panggulo lang.
Sakit!
Tamang trabaho, yun yung trabaho niya. Now, Boom, down to what? A third of his health, ang bilis. So medyo bumubuo na, gumaganda na. I think the next time we see Wise's items, doon natin makikita kung anong talagang progress niya.
Yeah, and ang problem na kasi ni Boom dito, instead of going for the Brute Force Breastplate, he went for the Enchanted Talisman. And I think Dominance Ice, yung next item niya rito, it's gonna help the Carmilla para pag nagdikit-dikit yung Blacklist International. Ang trabaho ni Boom ay pumunta sa gitna, tapos mag-boom. Medyo masama yung joke na naisip ko. Shoutout kay Jiro, Hinomad Pineda. Pero yeah, yun yung gusto niya mangyari. This exact fight.
Oh!
Replica niyan. Dikit-dikit sila. It's gonna help the Carmilla
Yeah.
for the spill damage
Perfect.
with the teamfight presence of Impurity KH. Dagdag pa natin dyan yung presence din ni Senpai on the Lunox.
This is looking rosy. Perfect execution by Impunity KH. And I think tama rin yung placement ng laban nila. May pader, so hindi makahil si Eson tsaka si Oh My Venus.
Yeah.
So I guess that was their first big win in this matchup. Maybe save also for one more TikTok play by OP kanina kung saan pa ako medyo nag-stumble sa aking mga words. But right now, back into form here. We give the early game to Blacklist, mid-game somewhat Impunity KH. Now, coming up to Lord times 2-1. Lalabas si Lord. Feeling ko back to form ang Blacklist eh. Parang kanila ulit yung mapa.
Yeah, ito yung talagang box. Dito magaling sa Blacklist International yung mag-establish yung box. They really are good in terms of protecting Wise whenever they try and take objectives. Lalo-lalo na yung ginagawa ni Eson tsaka ni Oh My Venus. Kaya nilang gawin to na silang dalawa lang. Kasi usually si Edward talaga nasa kabilang side ng mapa.
Talagang siya yung gumagawa ng mga split post
Oh,
protection.
boom! 3 hits!
Napa-boom dito ni Wise. Summon Force in by Oheb. There's your brilliance. Medyo Ruby DD play yun. TY falls.
Grabe!
And right now, punished si Senpai. Hindi siya Senpai DD. Ngayon, nag-isa na lang dito si Op.
3 hits lahat!
Maniac! Si Wise!
Ibigay nyo na!
Guys!
Wala.
Ibigay nyo na yung
Ayaw.
Savage! Ayaw ibigay! Ayaw lumapit ni White Knight!
White Knight naman.
Guys! Lahat ng heroes 3 hits! Walang hindi lumagpas! Paano mo lalabanan to?
Easiest 1, 2, 3 para kay Wise. OMG. They take the Lord. No contest. Si White Knight sabi niya, guys, out na ako.
Out na ako.
Out na ayaw.
Para
Huwag
ayaw.
natin ibigay yung Savage.
Para
Okay na
silang
yung
sumakay
Maniac.
sa jeep. Touch John Leo.
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Pero ilang jeep yun? Apat.
Apat na jeep.
Sunod-sunod.
Nag 1, 2, 3 si Wise sa lahat.
Sakto kakakuha pa ng BOD dito ni Wise. So,
Perfect.
lalo
Double
mas
effect roll na ba?
makate.
I didn't see the item.
BOD pa lang,
Dito.
BOD pa lang, BOD pa lang.
So it's in this form that you see yung timing. Di ba? Kasi alam nilang
3,000?
una dapat si Oheb. Una dapat si Oheb. May crits naman ang isang Bruno, kaya Blade of Despair muna.
Oo. Kumbaga, ang dami na nilang control eh. Ang dami na nilang CC, rather, sa side ng Blacklist International. Kahit tumaplis ka lang sa gilid ng domain, yatap ka na.
Yep.
Tingnan mo yung crit ni Wise, mas malaki pa sa sahod natin.
Anong currency? Pero wait lang, balik muna tayo sa laban. Easy defense here by Impunity KH. Not at the cost of the turret, but at the cost of Boom's life. Siya naman ang Boom! And one more goes down. OP taken out. Oheb gets the kill. Zaman Force committed.
Oh my goodness!
Senpai goes as well as the base. Blacklist International takes game number 1.
Ayaw patantanan na gusto mo maglaro.
Okay, lesson. Easy lang. Uy.
Yan.
Parang wala oh. Sabi ni Wise, pre, wala lamang pas ng